Hi, CraftyMama here. Hope you're all doing well. I'm here with a quilling tutorial, and this is by request. On my last video, Project Supplies haul, I had a request from my playhouse wanting to know what I did with the quilling mold and how you use it. So, it's my playhouse. This one's for you. Let's get started. Let me show you what you do. The supplies needed here that you use is a slotted quilling tool, as I'm showing you here. Then we have right here, which is the curling coach. And of course we need quilling paper. This is 1/4 inch wide quilling paper. And the quilling mold, plus some tacky glue. I will be making a miniature colorful plant pot. And I'm using 9 strips of 1/4 inch wide quilling paper, and that's in black, pale yellow, and red. And I have the curling coach here and my quilling tool, and I'll just show you really quick how you would put your quilling tool into the curling coach, and I'll bring it down a second as soon as I get in there. I haven't used the curling coach very much, so it's still pretty tight in the hole, but we'll work it in there. And this is what it would look like. You put it in from the back, and I'll show you a side view, and that's what it looks like. So I'm going to put it all the way through and put my first piece of quilling paper in there. Let me just grab one. I'm going to start with black. And I just put it through the slot, and I will bring it down again. Sorry, I have to have my hand up here for a second. And there you go. It's through the slot, and all you do is start to turn it. And let me put my hand in the position that it needs to be in. And there you see me turning it. I am turning it with one hand, holding it with my index finger. You want 2 or 3 times the size of what you've already got curled to add another strip if you want to make it multicolored. And as it gets bigger, your little excess has to be, like I said, 2 or 3 times as much as you've already got curled so that it doesn't come undone. And of course I got the video on fast forward so you can see me do this in really quick time. And I'm almost getting to the end here. There, like I said, this is 9 strips. And put one more strip on, and when you get to the end, you're going to take your glue, and you're going to put a little dab of glue at the end. And once you do that, you're going to push it up, and you're going to hold it for about 5-10 seconds. Make sure the glue is set. You don't have to wait forever. I'm using tacky glue. It sets pretty quick. But you want to make sure it's set before you pull it off the curling coach. So now I've got it there. Let it dry a few seconds. And we can proceed to take it off the curling coach. And the first time I did this, and I did not alter this video, it was a little hard to get off, but I pulled it off. And then you just kind of condition it a little, move it back and forth, use your little tool as like a rolling pin. And then you're going to take the mold, and you're going to find one that's approximately the size you need. Now that first one was too big. This one might be right. Let me see. This one's too small. This one right here is about the perfect size. You want it to cover fully the mold before you push it down gently, and just work it down to the bottom to create that little plant pot. That's what I'm calling it. That's what I'm using it for, Dollhouse Miniature Plant Pot. And there you have it. You just carefully take it off the mold. And now what you do, very simply, this is big enough, this one, where you put your finger in, and I'm working on my laptop, so I got to move it over to a spot where I'm not going to hit a key, and you tamp it down a little so that the bottom goes flat. On the bottom there, you tamp it down so it goes flat, and that's what I'm doing here. And then on the top, you just gently kind of press it down until you like how the rim of the plant pot looks. And that's what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of molding it the way I want it to look, very gently, because if you push it down too hard, it'll go down all the way. And you'll have a very tiny little plant pot. So there it is. Now the last thing you have to do, well, not the last, but the next to last, is just put some glue on the inside of it. And this particular pot I made is big enough where I can fit my finger in. And you want to swirl it around all the inside of the plant pot. And this is going to help just sturdy it up and help it just stay in place. It also gives it just a teeny bit of a little sheen, which is nice because you're working with paper and it has a pretty much a flat finish. So I'm just trying to finish doing that, as you see. Just a gentle little bit of glue. And you need to let that dry. Some people say overnight. I'm using tacky glue. I don't need to let it dry overnight. It dries pretty quick. Now, there is one last step you need to do, and this is the last step. You just need to put glue on the outside and the bottom. And again, this just makes it even more sturdy, gives it a nice little sheen on the outside, and that's it. You are done. That's how you do it. Most of the time when people use molds, they're using them on the inside. They're filling them with clay or whatnot. But in quilling, it's the opposite side. You're molding with the paper around the shape to create the shape. I hope this makes you understand better. It's my playhouse. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks everybody for watching Crafty Mama. Have the best day ever. Until next time, next video. Bye-bye for now.